Deeper insights on the Bashir story. We are now joined in the studio by SABC's foreign editor, Sophie Mokoena. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Let's recap on the President Omar Al-Bashir story of slipping out of the country. Give us an account of the details.
Well, of course, he was invited. He was attending the AU summit in Sandton as a member state representing his country. But of course, because of this issue of him being charged by the ICC, the whole visit became a problem to South Africa, but also to the AU. And he arrived in the country on Saturday. He attended the meeting on Sunday, the official opening. That was a week ago. And then, of course, on Monday, he left the country early in the morning. And coincidentally, I was walking to the ICC on that fateful Monday. And when I was about to approach the hotel where he was staying, I saw the cars and heavy security. Then I had suspicions that something was happening. Then I was told that it's a sensitive moment, it's dangerous here. The head of state is about to leave the hotel. Then I waited and had suspicion that it would be Al-Bashir. And indeed, here comes President Al-Bashir wearing his black suit, his trademark, holding his stick, walking to the cars, and he left. And thereafter, there was a noise because apparently the Gauteng High Court had ruled that he shouldn't leave the country, and the court expected South Africa to do something. But South Africa has come out clear to explain its position, saying that he was attending the AU summit, and of course they followed the protocol in terms of ensuring that he gets immunity. But the court has since said that he didn't qualify for such immunity. And now we're sitting with this problem, and now South Africa threatening that it will pull out of the ICC unless it gets proper clarity in terms of the cooperation between those who are signatories of the Rome Statute and the court itself. And this is where the matter is currently, a big story of the day, both local and international, and also lots and lots of reactions in the continent, many celebrating, others asking questions that now, I mean, when a country like South Africa take a hard line, what's going to happen?
Now, what happens regarding the legal implications on the court action regarding the court saying that there may be a criminal investigation against the South African government?
Well, the court has recommended that the National Public Prosecuting Authority must look at this issue. And it will depend whether the NDPP finds strong reasons to prosecute. And of course, the question would be who. It is for that reason Gwede Mantashe, the ANC Secretary General, raised concerns that if it is the whole cabinet or government or the president, what does that mean? In the same way, they are arguing that if South Africa had arrested Al-Bashir as a sitting head of state, that would have been a declaration of war against that particular country, because whether you like it or not, it might be a small population, he's got support. But secondly, you have South Africa being involved in trying to bring peace in the continent, and Sudan comes to mind. Our former president, Thabo Mbeki, is still seized with the North and South conflict, including the very same Darfur. What must he do? Must he withdraw? Because the questions will be, is South Africa objective? And then the second issue, we have lots and lots of South African soldiers in Darfur trying to maintain peace there. What's going to happen to them? And the third issue is currently internal Sudan, South Sudan conflict. South Africa is involved. Our Deputy President Ramaphosa is also involved there on behalf of the African National Congress, because that's party-to-party conflict. So what do you do? And that conflict can escalate further. Already there's a lot of damage if you have this tension in the north. Therefore, it's a very, very difficult one. And now South Africa has chosen to go to the ICC to get clarity on when a country like South Africa is involved in bringing peace in that particular area, in any part of the country, and then you have a warrant of arrest that they should comply with. The objectivity, can you say they will be seen as objective partners? And if they can't find pleasure, clearly the alliance partners yesterday, quite clear, COSATU and SACP, saying South African government must withdraw its participation. But the ICC has also since responded. Yesterday I sent an email to the ICC trying to get clarity on South Africa's threat, and they said it's a voluntary issue. sovereign state taking a decision. If they pull out, it's fine, but the question is it can only take effect after 12 months, and they must notify the Secretary General, who is Ban Ki-moon in this case. Surely
the story doesn't end here, and it won't be ended overnight. So let's just come back home and touch on this issue very briefly before you go. Have you managed to tap into the release of the Mokoena report?
Not yet, but I suspect that there will be implications. There will be people who will be called to account, but let's wait and hear what President Zuma says at 9 o'clock. At 7 o'clock on 404 and SABC 2. But tomorrow we'll do a follow-up. We'll speak to the multinational company Lonmin in London. Tomorrow there's a big mining conference in London, and our crew in London will definitely make a follow-up with those who will be there to get the reaction.
All right, thank you very much for the update. All right, there's SABC's foreign editor, Sophie Mokoena, talking to us live right here on PM News. And moving